What's up, guys? So, we need to discuss some stuff if we can. Not only just discuss, but just maybe kind of, I don't know, just take a break, take a snapshot, take a breather. Just when it comes to like the content for a second. I'm gonna sit on this couch that I haven't sat on and I don't know how long. I'm surrounded by stuff. So kind of what I wanted to talk about, maybe I can put this down here. Is that possible? So I've been kind of experiencing a little bit of, I'm going to say burnout is the word. That's the best word that I could use to describe how I'm feeling. Whether or not you've noticed, I've taken like, I don't know, maybe like 7 to 10 days off. And it should be kind of a celebratory moment, but it feels like almost a reflective moment, I guess, if that makes sense. Just moving stuff around. I was not planning on doing this, but I don't know, something told me, I don't know if it was my heart or God or what, but something told me to make this video. But I just went over 1,000 videos on YouTube, which is a huge accomplishment. 150,000 subs. I think I'm close to, if not over 4 years on YouTube, which is actually just crazy to even say. But I haven't felt this level of just fatigue for making videos in general. And I don't want this to be like a negative type of thing, but this is just a realistic thing. And I wanted to kind of take this moment to not only let you guys know where I'm at mentally, but to let you guys know, where I'm at with the channel. And I just wanted to like check in, you know what I mean? Because I don't do videos like this ever. I don't do videos like this kind of where it's off the table, where it's kind of more off script, more heartfelt. So I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at. So I haven't filmed a video in over a week, which is actually kind of crazy because I've been on this, on this clip of filming 3 to 4 times a week and doing 2 live events, pretty religiously for the last, I don't know, however many years. And I don't know if it's maybe YouTube and the way that it's set up with the algorithm, if you're not familiar with it, if you're a creator on YouTube, they have, a laundry list of statistics and, just all this analytical information that they feed to you. And they kind of judge you, not against others, but against yourself. And what I mean by that is like, they show you your top 10 videos, whether you're up or down. They show you your views relative to your watch time, relative to your watch hours, relative to your sub count. And they give you this like arrow system. So it's, it's kind of like a mind job, because like lately, although Pokemon interest has gone way up, I would say my channel is kind of like taking a dip a little bit. And that happens. I've gone through peaks and valleys and all kinds of stuff. I've been here before many times on the channel where all the arrows are like, all down, gray arrows down. And it feels like the end of the world and it's terrible. And like, it's over. But then you have a few videos that do well. And then you kind of start riding the algorithm wave again, which feels great. And I think that's how it's meant to be. It wants you to constantly be climbing this endless, mountain that you can't see the top of. And they want you like that, like what better way to keep a rat, running as fast as possible on a wheel. And that's how I feel, that's how I feel right now. And it sucks because it's, it takes the creativity out of it, takes the passion out of it. And believe it or not, after 4 years, I still like Pokemon. I still like Pokemon cards. I still like collecting certain stuff. Obviously, it's different now. And, my life's been reorganized a little bit after losing my job. So it's, it's different in that way, but I still like Pokemon. And that's what keeps bringing me back. And the community is what literally fuels this engine of of what happens here. And what I wanted to get at is taking the time off was so imperative. It helped me reflect, and that's where I want to kind of switch to this to a positive note. And if you're out there, I think this is kind of a two. This could be like a 2-for-1 special, because if people are out there that are watching this that are also content creators, they might be feeling the same thing that I'm feeling. And I got to tell you guys, taking a little break, taking a little hiatus really reprioritizes, and it really rejuvenates the mind and body, especially for me. If you still love it, if you don't love it anymore, then there's no amount of time off that you can take to bring you back to the table and turn the camera on. But like, I'm just sitting in here and I'm looking around, and this is my old setup. As I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm like reflecting. If you guys have been with the channel this long, you know that I used to sit right here and literally just go, ape shit and do live events, and I had the stuff on the background. I mean, this is where we hit 2,500, 5,000, 10,000 subs. I used to go off the wall in the background, and what's left, I mean, it's little pieces here and there, but the garage is in shambles, and it's different now. But just sitting here is bringing back that desire to get back on the camera and get back to what we're doing. So with that, I want to say that I'm going to start doing things. Obviously I'm going to be doing openings, and I'm going to be doing what I normally do, but I want to do some different type of stuff, man. I want to do some still Pokemon related, but I want to get off the table. I want to kind of give it a new feel, a new something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have some ideas that I think might stick, and that might, people might really like. I'm thinking about doing a little traveling for some different card shops. I'm thinking about having a more planned approach when it comes to certain types of videos. Still doing opening videos and stuff like that, doing what I love to do. Some challenges here and there, with some opening videos, still doing live events, all that good stuff. But I want to have a kind of a new approach when it comes to, some of the video ideas that I'm doing, and get off the table, man. I've always said that, get off the table, get out of the room, get out of the studio, and get out in the world and interact with some people. I have some ideas for some videos that are going to be coming up that I'm going to try to make come to life. I don't know, just to kind of end this out. I know this is, this might not be that interesting to a lot of people, but I got to tell you guys, and I'm not trying to say this to, I don't know, to glaze you guys or to, suck up or anything like that. But I got to tell you, the one of the main reasons that I keep doing this is the damn community, man. You guys are like, I don't know, you guys are like contagious, and just, I look forward to it so much, seeing you guys like in the live events, especially interacting with the chat. I feed on the chat, and your guys's positivity and just everything in the comments. It's always the comments. I gotta, I'm super blessed in a sense as a creator, that I don't get a lot of hate in the comments, and and that's super cool. I there's nothing more inflating than a positive comment, and nothing more deflating than just getting shit on in the comments, and it feels like it feels terrible as a creator, and I haven't gotten a lot of that. And maybe that's part of what I put off and part of the people that I attract, but it has everything to do with you guys watching, and just your bedside manner, and the way that you guys conduct yourselves, and the just the quality of people that you are. So what I'm getting at is, for all those reasons, you guys are the main reason why I continue to do this. And as long as I'm doing this, it'll always be a relationship where it's not so much that you need me or I need you, but it's like we're kind of like in it together, because without me, it's not what it is, and without you guys, this is just me talking in my garage, to no one. So it'll always be that way, and I'll always have that in my mind and heart when it comes to making content for and with you guys you know, whether we're in the streets, whether we're at a convention, or whether I'm just at my table doing whatever. So I just wanted to kind of check in, man. 4 year check-in, 150K subs, 1,000 videos, 1,000 videos. That may sound like a lot, but it's just like, I don't know. It feels like a huge accomplishment. It feels like that feels more relevant to me than hitting 150K subs. We've done this 1,000 times, and it feels like it's just getting better, you know? And people come and go, but the core group, you guys have never failed me. And I'll never forget that, man. So yeah, 4 year check-in. As always, I love you guys. I'm glad to be back. I'm freaking recharged, rejuvenated, revamped, and I'm ready to rock this thing, dude. I'm ready to like, you know, I don't know, throw it all at the wall, see what sticks, see what happens. I love you guys. I'm going to see you on the next live or the next episode, which will be coming soon. Later, guys.